Well, hello there and happy Friday, Scouters Mountain families and community members and students and all of our friends from Happy Valley Elementary and Mount Scott Elementary. We love that you are tuning in to these morning messages as well. In fact, we're starting to get some participation from our new friends at Happy Valley and Mount Scott. Love that. We'll get to that a little bit later. Welcome into the morning messages and happy Friday, everyone. Can you believe it? You made it through a whole nother week. It is Friday, April 16th. It's a big day at Scouters Mountain. And for those of you that are connected to Scouters Mountain, maybe you have Scouters Mountain kids in your class. Maybe you have a teacher that comes from Scouters Mountain now. We're having a couple of big events today that you can be a part of if you would like to, certainly not required. Hopefully all of you are off to a good start today on Friday. It's supposed to be nice weather today, so after you get your schoolwork done, you can enjoy some sunshine outside and some fresh air. So what do we need to know today, Mr. Long, on this fabulous Friday? Well, it's a busy day at Scouters, like I mentioned. So we have a principal's coffee hour. That's for parents mostly. That's at this morning. And then we have an assembly at 1:30. That's for everyone. If you go to Scouters Mountain, if you go to Mount Scott Elementary School, if you go to Happy Valley Elementary School, we'd love to see you at our assembly that's online. It's on the computer at 1:30. And I've sent links out to all families and to your teachers. So hopefully they've told you about it. If you would like to come, certainly not required. It is 1:30 in the afternoon on a Friday, but it should be pretty fun. I'm hearing rumors that a certain PE teacher is going to have slime poured all over him. I'm also hearing that a certain principal is also going to have slime poured all over his head and all over his clothes. So we'll have to see what happens there. I wonder which principal that is. Is it Mr. Kitchen at Mount Scott? Is it Miss Hull at Happy Valley? Or is it me here at Scouters Mountain? You'll have to wait and see. That assembly is at 1:30. We'd love to see you there. Look for the link in your Google Classroom, or I did send it home to all families as well. There it is right there. Log in with the Zoom link. Mr. Long sent that home, and your teachers also have that. Now, is it really going to be me who gets slimed? Maybe it'll be Mount Scott's principal or Happy Valley's, or maybe someone else we don't know at all. But I do hear there is going to be slime involved with this afternoon's assembly. Should be lots of fun. I will be hosting that from our gym here at Scouters Mountain, so I got to make sure I put some covering down on the floor so we don't get slime all over the gym floor. Our custodian would not enjoy that, that's for sure. Always remind you to log into your PE and your music Google Classrooms. Also, check out your school counselor's Google Classroom as well. I know at our school, our counselor does lots of great things in her Google Classroom. I'm sure your counselor does too. Hopefully you're logging into PE and to music, because remember, those are graded on your report card. I want you to get the grade that you think you deserve in PE and music, and you can do that by participating in all PE and music lessons. Don't forget about health. There's also a health and wellness website. At our school, our health and wellness teacher is Mrs. Whiteley. She's not here this year, just like at your school, your health and wellness teacher probably not teaching health. So you need to look on this website. Now, I know it's a little hard to see there. You might have to freeze the video and write that down. Or maybe there's a link somewhere in your Google Classroom to go to the health and wellness website, click on your grade level so you can make sure you get your health and wellness lessons. If you have any questions, you can always email me. You know how to get a hold of me by now. There's that email address right there. I have a short last name. Very funny. My last name is long. It is short in order to write it. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. Love to hear from you, whether it's just checking in, it's telling me how you're doing, or if you're answering some questions from here on the morning messages. Always love to hear from you, and I'll write you right back. Who has been celebrating a birthday this week? Well, we had some earlier. I believe that was Tuesday for Bailey Niles and Kason Wood. Bailey in 5th grade, Kason in 1st grade. And then tomorrow on Saturday, Abby and Ainsley Bray, our twin kindergartners, celebrate a birthday, along with 5th grader extraordinaire Catherine Hageman. We're proud of all of them celebrating a birthday this week. Next week, we have lots more birthdays, and also some of our friends from Mount Scott and Happy Valley celebrating birthdays as well. So you'll get up on the board as well. So that's next week. This is this week's birthday. Happy birthday to all of them. All right, remember the last challenge I gave you? I told you yesterday on Thursday, it was National High Five Day. That's right. Send Mr. Long a photo, a video, or maybe a slide of you giving or receiving a high five to someone in your family. Now, I said someone in your family, and some of you took that to mean a pet. You could give your pet a high five. You certainly could do that. Let's see what we came up with. This is from Nikhil in 5th grade at Scouters Mountain. The perfect high five. Look at, he did it frame by frame. There he is on his bed. It looks like mom handing out her hand and a high five right from her bed. Very nice. And then a nice smiley face afterwards, spinning around and around. Great job, Nikhil. This one came in from Saria, 5th grader at Scouters Mountain. She's giving her 2 dogs, Yari and Chip, a high five. Look at one of them looking over in the background saying, hey, when's it my turn to give a high five? But we have some furry friends that can give high fives as well. Pretty fun to see. And then we had Kate Jansen, who's a 5th grader at Scouters as well, said, my family high five with Riley, who we know is her dog. Look at that, a high five right there from Riley, the dog, and a picture of a paw. Paw five, that's what that is. Great to see that. Always enjoy all of you who are able to send in photos or slides. I'd love to hear from all of you. Remember to keep sending those in. And here is your next one. What is your next challenge over the weekend? Let's see if you can pull this off and send me a photo or a video or a slide. This weekend, believe it or not, is National Haiku Poetry Day. Well, what in the world is a haiku poem? Do you know what a haiku is? Send Mr. Long a haiku poem about school. You could also send a slide of your haiku or a video of you reading your haiku poem. But what is a haiku? If you haven't learned that yet, haiku poems are pretty short. They're just 3 lines long. The first line has 5 syllables, the second line 7, and then the third line has 5 syllables. And remember, syllables are the beats in a word. So let's go through the one that I wrote right here. It says, Mr. Long is odd. That's 5 syllables. There's the first one. He thinks he can sing and dance. There's 7 syllables. That's the second line. Why is he so weird? That's 5 syllables again. There's a haiku right there. Mr. Long is odd. He thinks he can sing and dance. Why is he so weird? I don't know. I just have a good time on these morning messages, and I would love to hear your haiku poems. Can you come up with a haiku poem about school? I would love to hear that. You can either send it to me in email. You can make a slide of it through Google Slides. You could record a video of yourself or have a family member record a video of you reading your haiku. Would love to hear it. There's where you send it. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. I can't wait to see what you come up with. About school, 5 syllables, then 7 syllables, then 5 syllables again. Looking forward to that. Here's our contest we've been doing every other day here on the Morning Messages. What in the world is that? Close up. Can you tell what that is? Now, it looks like a giant X, but where is that X? Is it in a crosswalk somewhere? Is it on a railroad track? Let's see what some of you came up with. Here we have here. This is Kate Jansen who says, is that a trellis? Trellis is a lot of those crisscross things that maybe you see that railroad tracks go over when they go over maybe a canyon or a river or someplace that needs a bridge. That's a great guess, Kate. It does look like a trellis for sure. And we had Nikhil also say, was that a picture of a keyboard key? Oh, was it the X on a keyboard? That's a great guess as well. Let's take a look. What was that thing? What in the world was that? Close up. Well, as a matter of fact, it was a keyboard. It was an X key on a keyboard, very, very close up, all the way in if you focused your eyes on it. So great job, Nikhil, got it right. I love Kate's answer as well, a trellis, because I love all the wrong answers too. It's fun to see how your brains are thinking. What did you come up with? What do you think that is? Now, I made this one a little bit hard. So over the weekend, think about this and give me your answer to this one. What in the world is this coming up going to be close up? But first, we want to recognize Kate and Nikhil for solving that one. All right, here's the one that I think I made a little difficult. What do you suppose that is? That's close up. Looks like it could be a food. Maybe it's a leaf. What is that? Close up. Now, it's okay to give wrong answers. In fact, those are my favorite. Tell me what you think that is. Maybe you think that's some kind of, I don't know. You tell me. What is that close up? If you have a guess, there it is, longc@nclac.k12.or.us. Now, you can just write me an email and say what it is. You can record a video of you telling me what it is. You can make a slide like Nikhil and Kate did. There's that picture again. What do you suppose that is? And we're zoomed in super close. What could that be? All right, we'll have to take a look at that. Before we move on, I always try to get some catch-up videos and catch-up photos. Some of you, if you turn in your answers a little bit later, we still acknowledge them here on the Morning Messages. Now, we've been having a tag game go through our neighborhood where you get this yard sign in your yard. So I'm showing people who received that. There's Katie on the left and Kendra on the right who got that tag sign. This was over spring break, but it's still going now. So Happy Valley kids and Mount Scott kids, don't be surprised if you get one of these in your yard. They're going all over the neighborhood for sure. There's Max on the left and Spencer on the right. They got tagged during spring break in their yard. And there are Addie and Caden Lamb on the left. And Liliana on a rainy day got tagged. She's in kindergarten on the right side. Won't need that umbrella today, Liliana. I think it's supposed to be a nice day today, but great to see all of your smiling faces. And watch for those signs. They're still going around the neighborhoods. It's great to see all of them, and I get pictures of them. If you get one of those, make sure you send me the picture. All right, let's wrap up today's show with, as we always do, our joke of the day. And today's joke comes from Ava Munoz from Happy Valley Elementary School. Great to hear from you, Ava, and thanks to Miss Pearson's room for tuning into the morning messages. All right, what does Ava come up with for our joke of the day? Why can't you trust zoo animals to take tests? Well, why couldn't you trust the zoo animal to take a test, Ava? That's a good riddle. Maybe because they would monkey around with the answers? Why couldn't you trust a zoo animal? Let's see, Ava. Why can't you trust a zoo animal to take tests? Because there are too many cheetahs. Very good, Ava. I love that. There are too many cheetahs. And there you see the cheetahs down below who are probably zooming in on the answers and not doing the test fairly. Great job, Ava. She is from Happy Valley Elementary. We love her participating. If you're from Mount Scott Elementary, you can certainly send them in. I think I've got some from Mount Scott kids as well. And of course, Scouters Mountain kids. They've been doing this for a while. If you have a joke of the day, make sure you send it in. You can email it to me. You know the email address by now, and I'll show it to you again. My favorite is when you make a slide like Ava did, or you can even record yourself. Have a family member record you telling the joke and the answer, and send it to me right here at this email address, longc@nclack.k12or.us. Can't wait to see what you come up with. I'm looking forward to that for sure. And thank you to those of you from Happy Valley and from Mount Scott and from Scouters Mountain who are all participating in the morning messages. All right, it is Friday. It's a great day outside weather-wise. I hope you have a great weekend plan. Remember to maybe work on some of those morning messages ideas. Can you get that mystery photo? Can you figure out the next challenge? Can you get that done before Monday? Send those answers to me via email. I love to see your slides and your videos and all your photos. Special thanks to our friends from Happy Valley. Ava, great job on the joke. Our friends from Scouters Mountain who are starting to send things in, or I should say Mount Scott. Scouters Mountain, they've been having to deal with Mr. Long all year long. Welcome to a wonderful Friday. Hope you have a great day today. We'll see you right back here on the morning messages on Monday.